Some of you have been asking me where do I get my ideas for my watercolor sketches and sketches. And I get them from everyday things. For example, I lived in the Alentejo in Portugal about 9 years ago, I think. I've been here for about 9 years. Anyways, and I moved to a little town. I moved twice. One of the places I lived in was a really lovely place called Elvas, and I lived in a blue house. It was a vertical house, 3 floors, and on top it had a fantastic rooftop terrace. It was really lovely. And this is the day of my move. So this is my ideas come from my daily activities. So here are the people bringing in the boxes, a neighbor with a dog that I remember being there, the traffic that I stopped, people who got irritated at me. And here I am saying hello to everybody. And a very simple drawing, right? In the beginning, I've changed a bit how I sketch, but they used to be very clear and very easy. Now, I want to tell you that it doesn't matter how you do it, doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, look at these. There's nothing perfect about this. What you need to do is have fun. But this is not the story that I want to tell you. So, the story I want to tell you is this one. I lived in a tiny town when I first moved here, and actually, it was a very difficult place for me for the first year. So, I was very happy when I moved to this place. I love this house, I love the town. It was near Spain, Badajoz, so I could go back and forth. And the people in Elbas were really nice, and they made me feel very welcome. Anyways, on the other in the other little place, I I lived in an interesting part of town, so it was kind of isolated, and there was a hill, and every morning I went down the hill, and then I went jogging. This was about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and every single morning I would see this lady bring out a chair to the sidewalk and then go back inside the house, get her husband and put him on the chair. And he always sat crooked like that, which was really kind of funny. And every single day I saw the same thing. She never said hello to me, and he never talked. I think that he had some kind of a problem. But every day he was put out to get fresh air, and she was very sweet. And she always left the door open, too. So one day I was going down the hill and I didn't see him. I saw the chair there, but it was empty. And she was at the door and came out and she stopped me. And I thought, okay, this is strange. And she said, "Can you come in the house with me?" And I was petrified because, I saw the empty chair and she's asking me to go in. And I thought, oh my God, I hope nothing happened to the man. And I was very nervous. And she kept going, come in, come in. And I was like, well, what do you need? And well, no, no, come in, please help me. So as soon as I went in the door, she turned me around and had me looking at the wall. And I see this huge grandfather clock. And she turned around to me and she said, I can't wind the clock and it stopped, and my husband can't do it either. And I burst out laughing. I was so relieved and so happy. So I wind the clock for her. And then she thanked me and turned around, got her husband, and put him back outside on his chair. And I went jogging. And this is what's fun about these sketches is that they're little tableaus of one's life and little pieces of memory that they may not mean anything to anyone else, but they mean a lot to you. And to me, they mean a lot. And what I do is, I write down little things that I think would be funny or little things that could be interesting. And I come home and I draw them. I figure out how to do it. Like I said, my sketches have changed quite a bit, and I play around with different materials nowadays. I play around quite a bit. So they're not as simple as this. And that's what I think you have to do. You just have to play around with it, have a lot of fun, and just go for it.